Hello YouTube, this is Loyal to Law once again, and I know that this is going to be another discussion video, but the recent conversation that I had from another person regarding about martial arts is just too good for me not to share. And we discussed about me and the other person. Discuss about the main core of martial arts itself, and that is self-defense. The discussion happened because of a martial arts video that I showed to this person, and for personal reasons that I know that most of you audience would understand, I'm not going to put the link of the martial arts video that we were discussing, mainly because it's going to deviate from the main point that I'm trying to make. While during the discussion, person and I were discussing about this martial arts video, and person kind of liked the video actually. We watched the martial arts video doing drills, with the people in the video doing drills of a specific martial arts discipline, and they're really good in those drills. In fact, you could think that they're good techniques in self-defense, which should be in all martial arts disciplines. However, the person made a very heavy point during that discussion that we had. The person said that if you're going to do a lot of drills, and you're just going to constantly do a lot of drills, but you don't have that killing intent, remember those two words, then your drills will be of nothing. The heaviest message that the person told me during our conversation was, martial arts is not like a round per round basis, kind of like the boxing, the Muay Thai matches, or the Taekwondo sparring competitions, or the karate competitions that you see. But martial arts is always one round. There are no other rounds after one round, after the first round. If it goes to the second round, then that means you failed in defending yourself. The person also added that you need to make sure that the assailant that's attacking you would not have a second chance in attacking you. And that really made me think. That really made me reflect on the way I train. And then I thought about all of the martial arts schools in different disciplines on how they train. What was their real mindset when they were doing their training? Was it just for competition? Fitness? De-stressing themselves from life, especially from work, from a hectic schedule, to defend oneself, or just to gain confidence? I mean, all 5 answers are correct. But if you're just going to choose one answer outside of defending yourself, then you are missing the point of martial arts. You're missing the very core of what martial arts is. And the statement that the person said was heavy, really, really heavy. So far from the training that I did for years, and I'm still continually doing for years. It's for the street. I mean, you've seen some of the videos where I just mainly concentrate on the kicks. Some videos you saw me doing shadow boxing, punches and stuff. There are some videos where you saw me use a stick. But because of the audience, you that are watching my videos, especially just using the internet, go to YouTube and just type what video you want to watch. It's pretty dangerous for martial artists to show brutal techniques, especially as a tutorial. And I'm really wary of that. And I know that most of you martial artists out there would empathize with me on that subject. And that's the main reason. I just don't want anyone to actually watch my videos for the sake of learning a deadly technique. For you to know that deadly technique, you need to actually go enroll yourself in a very good, not only good named, but good natured martial arts school that you can trust, especially with teachers in there. And you need to learn them hands-on. If you learn them hands-on, you'll be able to know the dangers of using that technique. No matter how many variations there are, it's still the same. It's still deadly. The thing is, 90% of people, and yes, it's mind-blowing and it's a bit depressing to know that 90% of people who are practicing martial arts right now are just focusing on the competition aspect, where you do punches and kicks to the not necessarily vulnerable parts of the body, except the head, where you wear padded gear and you're just used to doing one hit and then score type of sparring, point sparring, where you're just used to doing combos until you get a hit inside, and then you do devastating combos until your opponent is knocked down. It's kind of sad, really, because when you think about it, people who learn martial arts should be able to know that they're also learning self-defense. They're learning to defend themselves from, God forbid, a really dangerous, bad situation, a life or death situation. And it brings back the famous saying of, you train the way you fight. But let me go deeper from that sentence. Right training brings you to do the right kind of fighting. And you need to be very careful about that. Because when you go in depth into martial arts, there are a whole lot of ways for you to train. You can do kickboxing type, you can do sensitivity drills, you can do solo training drills, you can do partner drills, you can do sparring drills, you can do object drills, dummy drills. But there's one aspect that a lot of people forget, and that's real life situation drills. And in real life situation drills, literally everything and anything goes. Whatever comes to mind, you do it. No matter how nasty it is, no matter how gruesome it is, especially when you think about it, the after effects. If you're just going to widen your imagination a bit. Yeah, you have to do it. I'm not going to name a specific technique for the reason that I know that a lot of you will be searching about it. So, given that we're in the day and age of information, and it's just easy for you to pull up information when you want to research. Before, it's not like that. But that'll be another topic for another day. And so, the real life scenario training literally brings you to the very core of martial arts, and that's self-defense. If you reflect right now in your training while watching this video, if you are not practicing real life death or life situation training, then I suggest that you need to start doing that. If it makes you need to forget your sparring drills for now, do so. If it makes you want to stop doing solo training drills about that, do so. If it makes you stop doing dummy drills for that, do so. Because there'll come a point where you need to let your mind go when it comes to defending yourself. And you just have to let your controlled instinct. The difference between instinct and controlled instinct is that instinct makes you go all out. There's no control. You take your conscience or your consciousness, there you go, the word. You're taking your consciousness away from defending yourself. And so you don't think about the consequences of the actions that you're doing. Whereas, the word that I said, I forgot. Controlled instinct, there you go. Controlled instinct, you're aware of the consequences that you're going to do, despite of the increase of fatality percentage that'll happen in that life or that situation. I know, this is a very long discussion video, and I know that one video is not giving this single topic justice from the conversation that I had. And what makes the person's statement surprising is that it came from a person who doesn't even practice martial arts. And the person got it. The person did not practice martial arts. The one that I conversed with, who said the very heavy statement a few minutes earlier from this video, and the person didn't even practice martial arts. That person got it. And that's very surprising. The person knew the very core of martial arts. That person knew. And so, sometimes we need to have a wake-up call in the martial arts community about topics like this, and this is one of them. And I hope that I'm really putting everyone back to the main page of what martial arts is, and that's self-defense. Everything apart from self-defense are just subsets. They're supplementary. They help you personally, relationally, in your life. But when it boils down to martial arts, logically and in real time, it all boils down to self-defense. So, I hope that you get this video, and I hope that you get the message that I am trying to tell you, audience. Especially seeing a lot of martial arts schools and martial arts teachers teaching people just the sports aspect a lot of times, or the confidence boosting aspect, but not the main core, the killing intent. Side note, before I end, killing intent does not necessarily mean that you're just going to kill a person and you're just going to justify you killing another person. No. It's that intent of really harming your assailant because you're defending yourself. And again, it goes back to doing controlled, having that controlled instinct mindset. Just have to let your mind go, but you're conscious enough to know the consequences of the actions that you're going to do when it comes to self-defense. And yes, if it is a life or death situation, since martial arts was made for war, if you all don't know that, you'll be surprised if you haven't known that yet. Yes, it is made for war. Research about it, you'll see a whole lot of martial arts systems that were made because of war to defend oneself. That you need to really be conscious about your killing intent. So if you haven't done any training about that yet, a real life self-defense situation training, you need to do so. I'm doing it. Ever since I entered the martial arts, and that's what, I think fourth year high school, and I took martial arts in the Middle East, and right from the get-go, been practicing in life or death situation scenarios until now, and I'll continually do so. So you need to do that. Especially you watching this video, you need to do that. If it takes you to stop doing all of the other training, all of the other kinds of training that you're doing, just for you to concentrate on practicing the real life scenarios, just for you to catch up, go for it. Just so you know that you must not forget about that, because that's the main core of martial arts. So, hope that this video has helped you, and I hope that all of you are awakened by this video, by this topic, because it's really, really important in the martial arts community. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Always train safe and take care.